Hello and welcome everyone to our Queer Spirit Community Care Circle for Sunday, October 19th, 2025. This month we have something a little different for you. We're going to be offering a guided meditation by our dear friend Pavini Moray. Pavini Moray will be guiding us on a meditation to connect with our wise and well ancestors and to receive gifts from them. And I know for many of us queer folks that connecting with our ancestors might feel a little challenging based on the histories in our families. And I really encourage you to take a moment to open up to the possibility that there can be ancestors way, way, way back in our lineage that have different ideas about our identities and who we are, and have lots of wisdom and gifts to share with us. So that's where we'll be focusing the beginning of our practice today. And then after that, we'll be moving into a guided breath and movement practice with TanyaMarck. So I invite you just to take a moment to settle in where you are. Maybe take a breath. And you can do this seated or laying down. Or if you also want to stand or move, that's okay too. And we'll be starting now with the guided meditation with Pavini.
All right. Let's start with prayer. Beloved, well, bright ancestors of everyone here, all of those who shine your light, who surround us with your prayers, both in life and now, all of those who come with blessings to bestow and support to offer, we welcome you. We're grateful to be in connection with you. And we're inviting you into this space that is on these sacred grounds wherever we all are. We acknowledge the land, we acknowledge the waters, and we acknowledge that the bodies of our ancestors are this land. And so we welcome you. We welcome you to be near us. We welcome you to surround us with protection. Surround us with protection that keeps us safe from all of the unseen things that are not in our highest interest, and surround us with your love and your blessing of all of the things that are in service of our highest good. We welcome in your protection. We welcome in it like a blanket, like a layer of the most golden, beautiful, radiant light. We welcome connection with you. We welcome to be in relationship with you. We are your beloved descendants, and we're so grateful for your lives, for your work, for your labor, for your love. We're so grateful to you, and we're looking forward to connecting with you tonight. So please, sweet, powerful, dear, well, bright, elevated ancestors, please turn your attention this way so that we can be in a relational field with you tonight, and make this really good for everyone here. Make it really nourishing. Make it the highlight of their day so that when they leave this ritual, they feel more like themselves, more like who they are at their core and at their essence. So please, ancestors, help support that. Blessed be. I am a white somatics practitioner of European descent. I come from the British Isles. My people are mostly Scottish. I'm queer, I'm trans, I'm living on Cherokee land in what's known as North Carolina. I work with somatics and ancestors and trauma and healing, and mostly with relationships. And I'm the author of 2 books. One is called How to Hold Power, How to Become a Leader, a somatic approach to becoming a leader people love and respect. And my new book is called Tending the Bones, and it's the work of my heart and of my life of like, how do we heal transgenerational sexual trauma? So that's what we're going to be delving into tonight. I'm also an ancestral lineage practitioner. I'm trained in the reclaiming tradition of witchcraft. So that's me. And what we're going to do tonight is we're going to do a little bit of ritual that is designed to resource you. And so everything we're going to be focusing on is positive and nourishing and well, and really designed to be a support for your good life. And, you know, I believe that ritual safety is really important. It's crucial. So we're going to be focusing on that. We did a little bit of that in the prayer. We're going to do some more of that. You know, not all of the dead are equally well, right? Just like not all of the living are equally well. And by well, I mean like loving, good-hearted, best intentioned, compassionate. And I also believe that the dead can change, right? And so for those reasons, ritual safety, the dead not all being equally well, we only, in at least how I work, we only relate with the ancestors who are in service to our best lives, our brightest lives. And it doesn't mean that they're not like fussy sometimes and bossy, and you know, they're human souls, they're human spirits, and sometimes they can be persnickety, but like they're really safe, right? Those are the ancestors that we work with, the ones who just have our best interest at heart and who are never going to be trickstery or do anything that wouldn't be good for us, right? So that's the real seed of the intention tonight, and just in general. You do not need to have a relationship with your ancestors to participate. If you don't, that's totally fine. Just being open to the idea that we can continue to relate with the dead after they pass is enough. And you must all feel that because you're all here. So we're going to do ritual for 15, 20 minutes. I'll guide us through a thing, and we'll kind of come out of that. We'll have a moment to land, kind of come back to more ordinary reality. And you can take notes if there's anything that you want to make note of. So I'm just inviting you to come into your body. That's the, when we're doing ritual, it's the safest place you can be is inhabiting the fullness of your skin. So however you do, whether it's through breathing or a body scan or placement of attention or moving and getting more comfortable or doing self holds, however it is that you come into connection with your body to whatever extent feels right now that you have access to. And just imagining your skin as your first layer of protection, right? It's the thing that holds you together, that protects you from the outer world. Then when you have a sense of your skin as a layer of protection, we're going to invite in some more layers. So the invitation is to think of something, a place, a tree, a stone, a river, a person, someone alive, not someone dead, a pet, something that you deeply trust. And just imagining that being, their protection, flowing around you. And just noticing that can be really three-dimensional, right? That your back is protected above your head, below your feet. And when you feel like you've got that going on, we're going to call in another layer of protection. And this is your relationship with whatever you consider your higher power, your source, the earth. If you relate with a particular deity, a god or a goddess, if you have a particular spiritual tradition that feels alive for you, that you feel that you trust, maybe it's the sky, whatever, when you think about how I connect with spirit, and just again, imagining that layer. And then the final thing you're going to do here is just imagine a ring of fire all the way around the outside of that. Cool, doesn't have to be super hot, but just a ring of fire that is fiercely protective, keeping away anything that is not in service to your highest good, keeping you really protected. And once you've got all that going on, those layers of protection, right? Your body, your relationship with some being in this world, your relationship with the divine, and then this ring of fire. Like, what I want you to notice is just like, wow, how's it feel to be in the world with protection? And maybe this is a regular practice, but probably for some of you it's not. Like, just see what happens. Like, does your breath come a little bit easier? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. There's nothing that should happen here. It's just exploring what it's like to really take seriously your own well-being. And from inside of this beautiful suit of protection that you've crafted, I want you to drop an intention, which is, I will only allow in what is in service to my highest good. I will only allow in what is in service to my highest good. And everything else can be anywhere else except in here with me. Wonderful. So we're going to address your 4 primary bloodlines. And let me just say that if you don't have any relationship with the people in these bloodlines, it is actually almost easier. Like, you don't have to have a relationship. You don't have to have a good relationship. You don't have to know anything about it. If you're adopted, that's okay. If you don't know who your parents are, that's okay. Like, it doesn't, those details, while they may be important in other realms, in this ritual realm, don't matter that much. Because what's true is that this all lives in you. It's the connection is you. You are the living embodiment of lots of information, lots of threads of information, lots of strands of DNA, all this stuff in your blood. And so what we're going to do is turn towards those 4 bloodlines one at a time. And what you will do as you turn towards that line is that you, in your imagination, or if you want, you can actually do this in the physical space, is you will turn to a direction. It could be your left, it could be your right, it could be in front, and it could be behind. What feels right to you intuitively is what to follow. And you don't have to remember any of this. I'm going to walk you through it each time, okay? You'll turn towards a direction, a different one for each lineage. And then you will ask the powers that be, your well, bright, elevated ancestors to show you the blessings of this lineage, just the blessings. Yes, there's lots of burdens, we know that, but they're just going to be showing you the good stuff tonight. Okay, and then you get to decide when you see that, how close you want to let that in. We'll spend just a couple minutes with each of the lineages, I'll drum for each one, and then I'll ding the meditation bowl in between, and then I'll direct you to the next one. And we're going to do it starting with your mother's people. So go ahead and just notice those layers of protection that you've got. And in your mind's eye or in your imagination, you're not going anywhere. You're not trying to make a thing happen. You're just open. Like imagine a movie screen. You're just open. What are the blessings of this line of your mother's? Just imagining that you can open that door and see what there is. Does this line of grandmothers offer you? It may be something you hear, it may be something you feel. It can come in any sensorial form. Whatever you are noticing, seeing, feeling, hearing, smelling, just notice how much of this you want to allow in, how much of this goodness. It's okay to take as much or as little as you like. And whatever you're feeling is perfectly right. And if it feels right to extend gratitude here to your mother's lineage, that's great. And here, just returning to your layers of protection. So come back to just you. Calling to mind that being that you invited to be with you, that first exterior layer of protection, calling in mind whatever that higher power is. And that ring of fire. And really making sure that your space is sovereign here, that it feels clean, it feels clear. If it doesn't, you can just imagine like a powerful breeze just blowing through your space, clearing out anything not in service to your highest good, so that only what is most helpful remains. And we'll turn next to your mother's father's fathers. And so you're going to, either in your mind or actually with your body, turn to the direction where you feel that lineage coming towards you. You are at the center. Where does that lineage live directionally? And again, opening to the blessings of your mother's father's fathers. What is the goodness that this line has to offer you? Again, you get to be in choice about it. What are the skills, the talents, the gifts that come to you through this line of grandfathers? Opening to images, sounds, feelings, colors, words. What are the gifts of this line of your mother's father's father's people? And just noticing, do you want to invite that in as a resource right now? What is it to let as much or as little or none or all of that goodness into your system? Offering gratitude if it feels right, and closing out with your mother's father's father's people. And coming back to just you. Those layers of protection, your body, the being you invoked to be with you, whatever higher power or deity, natural, you work with, and that ring of fire. And again, checking, is my space clean and clear? Do I still feel safe and protected? And if you don't, clear your space. You can use the wind. You can imagine spraying it out with water, however you want to clear out your space. If it's not clear, go ahead and do that. But hopefully you should be doing okay with this. And again, we're just connecting with what is in service to our highest good and receiving only that which feels right to receive right now. So when you're ready, you'll turn your attention next to your father's mother's mothers. And so what direction in your body do you want to associate with that lineage? Your father's mother's mothers. And when you're ready, again, just opening your attentional fields. However it is you do that, maybe you see it on a movie screen, maybe you look through a window. But what are the blessings of this line of grandmothers, your father's mother's people. Maybe you know about them, maybe you don't. It's okay. They're in you, and their gifts are in you. So let's see what they are. Stay with it, letting it unfold how it does. Whatever's available now to be known about the gifts of this lineage, your father's mothers. And just noticing what feels right to bring in as resource, what feels rightly prideful, good, natural. And again, you control how much you bring in. Offering gratitude to this lineage of grandmothers if it feels right. Closing out with them. Checking your layers of protection. Clearing your space. And here just noticing how you're feeling, how you're doing. We'll turn next to the last lineage for this evening, which is your father's fathers, and that line of grandfathers. And again, it doesn't matter what you know of them, who you think they are. There is goodness in this line, and you get to see what it is because it's yours by birthright. So associating them with the final direction, you can turn your body that way, or just in your imagination. And opening your awareness to your own blood, to the gifts of this lineage, to knowing what they are, to trusting that they're there. What goodness flows to you from your father's people. deciding here what you would like to allow in as a source of nourishment and resource. Offering gratitude to this lineage of grandfathers and closing out with them. Tending your spiritual house now, making sure that it is clean and clear, whooshing the wind or some smoke or some fire or water through it, coming back to just you. You have gathered blessings. You have gathered knowing. Ritually, I invite you now to take what you have taken in and integrate it. Let it update you. And just taking a few minutes to make any notes or to re-enter a different kind of reality where we're all together on a screen. Take your time though.
We're going to stay dropped in, y'all. Thanking Pavini Moray for that beautiful practice. I want to invite us to take those blessings and experience and bring it into our systems in a way that feels aligned. Inviting us to connect to the breath, inhaling through the nose and releasing through the mouth. Invite you to find a stretch or bend in the body, helping to continue to move these beautiful blessings and energies that you're working with today. Ooh, let's bring a roll into it. I can feel that roll, y'all. Maybe in the shoulders, the wrists, the torso, a little twist. Bringing those intentions in with you, the blessings from our practice. Inviting them in for a saunter. Inviting inner child, inner children, anyone you'd like to call in for this part of the practice to be alongside you. Connecting to the breath. Y'all, if you're going to give love in one direction on your rolls, like if you're going to go in the clockwise direction, I invite you to counterclockwise it. If it feels good this evening and you'd like to bring in some humming, some deep sighs, yawns. Continuing to breathe, stretch, bend, roll. Taking a moment to scan the body and just notice in the most compassionate, nourishing way. Notice what's making itself present. Perhaps we honor what's showing up with a stretch or an inhale or exhale. Ooh, or maybe we can have some S's going in a shape of a sway. And we just want to send those beautiful vibes from our practice to those areas with so much love and compassion and grace. You're scanning your system, your home, allowing what no longer serves to just wash away and be cleared. Have you given your neck and head and face any attention and practice? Maybe it's a light touch or a light tap, a contact that feels good to you. Looking to the left, to the right, up, down, all around, y'all. Ooh. Any natural sounds that are showing up in our system, we just welcome them in. Ooh. Calling in the medicine of gratitude. Inviting that gratitude to land wherever it may need to. medicines of rest, slowness, introspection. Continuing to stay in contact with that inhale and exhale. If you want to add an SH or an S at the end in those exhales, that can also help move energy. In this last portion of practice, I really want to invite in movement as it feels good to you. Maybe even a shift in position. Ooh, a little pivot, a little adjustment. Perhaps a sip of hydration. I'm really hearing vowel sounds, and so honoring any vowel sounds or any sounds that want to make its way in through our practice today. Our audio decided to move us to some water, so we're gonna take that as the universe making a little bit of a quick pivot there, y'all. My apologies. I'll go with it. Allowing this water to land, activate, cleanse, clear, wash, move out, move in. Honoring the sighs and the yawns and the deep exhales. Bringing in gratitude. I really want to bring us back in such a really slow, easeful way. So I invite you to find that in your system. Maybe you shift your position a tiny bit. Ooh, a little smile in the eyes. A sigh, an exhale. Finding your way back. Perhaps a sip of hydration. If you had a soft gaze, your eyes were closed, maybe you slowly begin to open those. Whatever feels the most loving and kind to your system.